Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Healthy Entrepreneur Show. And my name is Maxine. I'm your host. And the Healthy Entrepreneur is a podcast that comes on live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It is a platform that recognizes Black wealth through business education. I'm so excited to introduce to you my host, my lovely host, the Laughing Lovebugs. Tonight we're going to be talking about the benefits of laughing and how you've incorporated into yoga. So this is an interesting topic, and I'm a yoga buff, so I want to hear all about this. And I'm just so happy to have you guys, and I want to introduce you to if you can introduce yourself to the audience, and we can get started.
All right, great. Hello, Maxine. We're so
Hi.
excited to be here with the Entrepreneur Business Takeover. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Alik.
And we are the Laughing
Laughing
Love
Love
Bugs.
Bugs.
Awesome. Okay, so I met you guys on Clubhouse. Do you remember that day? Met you on
Yeah.
Clubhouse, and I remember thinking to myself, laughing love bugs. Oh, they're so in love. This is going to be cute. Oh, and then then I read some more, and it turns out you do laughing yoga. So of course, most times when people are doing yoga, it's a time to connect, be peaceful, and get grounded, and just maybe block out the noise and de-stress. And here you've got this laughing yoga, and of course, I read some benefits of laughing yoga, and I'm going to read it to the audience, and then we're going to talk about some of them, right? So, um, talking or humor. So there's no joke. Talking or humor is required. Laughter yoga does not depend on your mood at all. You just need enthusiasm and an open mind, and that yoga it's good for your psychological, emotional, and your mental needs. I'm reading my notes here. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about why you got into laughing yoga.
So laughter yoga is it's amazing. It improved the quality of our lives. So we are certified laughter yoga facilitators, and it is a unique exercise routine in which we incorporate laughter exercises and deep yogic breathing exercises. It
Oh,
it is perhaps the only exercise routine that benefits your mental, emotional, and physical health at the same time. And this is unlike your traditional yoga session. Like you mentioned before, many people wonder, like, well, why is it called laughter yoga? It's because we're doing the deep yogic breathing exercises, the pranayama breaths, and we're doing laughter exercises. With these laughter exercises, we're not relying on humor, jokes, or comedy. We're actually
right.
choosing to laugh. It's very intentional. With these laughter exercises, you're bringing more oxygen into your body, you're increasing your blood circulation. There's so much that happens on the inside of us on a physiological level that we can't see when we laugh. And these exercises are really easy to do. And they benefit your health in so many ways, like you mentioned, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And we got into this at a time in our lives where we were experiencing a very stressful time. So it all started when I was at a breaking point because I used to be one to internalize my stress,
Oh
my
yes.
fear, my doubts. I had very poor stress management. And eventually it led, unfortunately, to health issues due to me internalizing my stress and not knowing how to handle it. And I just was at a breaking point where I wanted relief from that. I didn't want to live like that anymore. So I Googled those exact words, unique ways to relieve stress. And
Yes.
laughter yoga came up to
Came
my
up.
surprise. And I'm like, what is that? I never heard of laughter yoga. I did more research about it. And I was so intrigued by what I read about how it benefits mental, emotional, physical health at the same time, and
Mhm.
how the exercises are really easy to do. It seems so fun and interesting. So my
Absolutely.
yeah, so my next Google search was laughter yoga sessions near me, and I found two of them, and I registered for both. And because it was with two different instructors at two different locations, I registered for both of them. They were a week apart. I went to the first one. I thought it was fun and interesting. I invited two of my cousins to join me to that session, but it wasn't really transformational as I
Right.
would have expected. I just thought it was fun and interesting. So I wasn't sure if I would go to the next one. But listening to my gut feeling, I did eventually decide that I would attend the next one because it was with a different instructor at a different location.
So
This
obviously, sorry, I don't mean to cut you, but obviously this had an impact on you. You saw the benefits. And I'm going to ask, so you're at a certain point in your life where you felt that you were internalizing. And of course, we always try to find different modalities to relieve this. So was it because it was affecting maybe you, I assume you're a couple, right? You're a
Yes.
couple. So it was probably affecting the relationship in some ways. So I'm thinking to myself now, do you think that this has been beneficial in couples therapy or couples healing, especially for you two? So can you speak on the experience you've had with that?
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly. It did. It improved our relationship with each other and those around us, and even most importantly, it improved our relationship with ourselves individually.
Awesome. Awesome.
Because when when I first found laughter yoga, I went with two of my cousins, but I and eventually the second session I went to, I asked Alik to come with me to join me, and he was in a dark place at the time as well.
I had just gotten injured on my job and laid off,
Okay.
and and a newlywed. We were just married shortly before that, and I was in a dark place. I wasn't feeling too good. I was down on myself, just being laid off. I'm supposed to be a provider, and I'm injured, so I'm having doubts about my future. So Lauren decided to go to laughter yoga. I had never heard about laughter yoga before, and she had not given the best review of the last class that she had taken. So when she said that her cousins wouldn't go with her, the first thing I'm thinking is, oh God, I hope I don't have to go. And I'm just hoping someone said yes. And when she turned to me and asked me, of course I said yes, I'm gonna go with you because I
Yes.
support Lauren. I love her very much. So we
Exactly.
we went to the session, and I got there and I looked around and I saw all the things that were posted about laughter yoga. So I went into reading just so I could be more up to speed on what was going on because I didn't go and I'm uninformed. I was resistant, not resistant. I'd say
You were skeptical, maybe.
I was very skeptical.
Yes.
Exactly, exact word I was looking for. I was very skeptical.
Hmm.
I'm reading everything, and it just seemed unbelievable that laughter could fix all these things. It could help you, and it had all these benefits just from laughing. And I didn't get it because
Right.
I said to myself, I laugh. I have a sense of humor. I laugh all the time, and I'm thinking, and I still feel the way I feel. So I'm reading, and it says laughter becomes contagious within 2 minutes of a group session or group setting. And I'm saying to myself, no, no, it can't be.
No,
And
exactly. Well,
yeah,
I mean, when you, sorry, go ahead.
I just saw that it said 15 minutes and you would reap the benefits of it. And again, I'm like, no, it can't be. And the instructor came into the room and she said, to shut down your brain, stop thinking, essentially,
Yes. That's
and
what
rate
it's
how
all
you're
about.
feeling. So I checked in with myself and I rated myself, and I was at, if I'm honest, about a 2, not
Hmm.
working and everything. And the session started. 10 minutes into it, I checked back in with myself because I was still skeptical. I had a sense
Yes.
of humor, but I sarcastically laughed through the session from that point on. And when I checked in with myself, even when I was doubtful and skeptical of it, when I checked my number was when I had that moment when I said, this is working. I haven't thought
This
about
is
being
it.
injured. I
Right.
haven't thought about being laid off from work or anything. And I told Lauren, we have to do this again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's like the short version of our story. But yeah, it was an amazing experience that bonded us in that moment because it was different than the first time when I went.
nothing.
So you brought up a point about how it's intentional because when you really think about, hi Makisha, usually when you get together with say you get together with a bunch of people and you're having a good laugh, and laughter is good for the soul, we all know that. So you get together with a bunch of friends, you have a good laugh, and it's based on reactions from a joke or memory or what have you. But in this situation, you were intentionally laughing, and I think also the fact that you are in this space that's providing you with a way to relieve whatever that you're going through and to be free to do it without any anything that's helping you to laugh, like a joke or a comedy or something. So I think that that provides some sort of euphoria for you to just release and let go. It's almost like screaming, I guess. So that's what I'm getting from this. And I want to ask you guys, um, what 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 made you decide to do this, and is it a profitable business?
Well, what made us decide to do this is because it improved the quality of our lives
Yes.
overall. It improved our relationship with each other and those around us. It improved, even if they didn't participate in an actual laughter yoga session. But most importantly, as individuals, it improved our relationship with ourselves.
We witnessed change.
Awesome.
We
What's
witnessed,
right?
we witnessed change.
Witness
Change
change.
in
I like
ourselves.
that.
Nothing on the outside changed. None of the
Right.
situations changed that stressed us. It was from within what had changed. The only thing that
Okay.
changed was in us. All the same things that would stress us were still present. But
Right.
the
So do you
inside,
find that you bring that? Do you find that you bring that into your lives, like humor, everything? You just kind of laugh it off, kind of thing. Do you
yes,
find that?
Yes. And,
Awesome.
and and not that we still experience stress, we still experience challenges, we still experience worry, we still experience doubt. However, the way we respond to that now is different.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
no longer internalizing stress. I no longer internalize challenges. I just had a challenging moment prior to joining you.
Yeah.
And it was stressful because, things were happening and we were trying to make sure that everything runs smoothly. But instead of internalizing that stress, which doesn't serve us, and doesn't serve our body, we choose to release it with laughter. Because even if it's fake, your body and brain does not
Your
know the difference.
body. Yes.
So you're no
Absolutely.
longer holding that tension or that stress inside, and you're able to relieve it. And another way that it's improved our relationship is that if we're having tension in our relationship or even an argument, it only takes one of us to laugh.
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
it's fake during that time. However, what it does is it doesn't distract us from it. It
No.
allows us to release the tension, and then after we're able to communicate with each other instead of being emotionally distraught
Yes.
and saying
Yes.
negative words to each other that we don't mean.
almost
I
like an
love that.
emotional circuit breaker,
I
where
love that.
when you get to that low point, it switches off, and you use the laughter as a stress response instead of anything else, and as a positive stress response.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And I can just imagine that you probably use various pitches of laughter, whether it's like the low monotone or the high pitched or the sexy alluring type. I don't know. Like there's so many different types. And if anybody goes on your Instagram page, they'll probably see the different ways in which it has been a benefit to a lot of people, whether it's a couple or an individual going through different emotions in their life that need that type of modality to handle it. Um, I went on your website and I saw, of course, it lists all the different benefits. And one of the psychological benefits, there are many, but there's one that says improves blood flow, cardio, and lung functions. We know that. But increase your oxygen intakes. Yes, we know that as well. Boost your energy. Absolutely. Relieves pain. I saw that one and I thought, how does that relieve pain? Could you explain how that has helped somebody?
Well, the endorphins that are released when you laugh, that eases pain.
The dopamine, the oxytocin, the serotonin, and the rest of the endorphins, they help to nullify the pain. I've actually witnessed it myself. Maybe a month or so ago, I have sciatica, and it went into a real bad flare up, and I could barely stand. And we were on Clubhouse, and we had a session set up. And right before that, Lauren came and said, "Okay, it's time to go." And I couldn't move, and I was in so much pain. And she
Right.
decided to go. The session already started, and I couldn't laugh. I was in so much pain. And then I thought to myself while laying on the floor trying to get my back together, laughter is a sound. The same way you yelp out in pain, I just said, you know what? I can laugh and harness the same pain that I would like to cry out in pain with and laugh. And I
I
release
love
the
it.
pain instead of screaming, and I laugh. I
You
laughed
laughed it
harder than
out.
I ever laughed ever. And
Yes.
by the time I finished laughing, the pain had subsided.
I love that. And I mean, now you make me want to try it when I have my pain in my shoulders or my legs or whatever. I'm gonna try that.
It
Uh,
definitely works. And it's
yeah.
amazing. A lot of the benefits we didn't just learn, we actually
Experience them from doing laughter yoga so much. We are aware of we know all the benefits. So when we're practicing laughter yoga
Yes.
and these events arise, we are
You
aware that
implement them.
we
yeah,
can actually witness, like, oh, my pain dissipated. Oh, my
Interesting.
sleep has gotten better.
yeah, it
And
improves your sleep too.
and you're aware that, oh, we're doing laughter yoga and these are some of the benefits, and we see the change. And when we don't, like, we get really caught up when we might be handling business on the back end of the business and we might slack off for a couple of days, we immediately recognize that
Right.
we're not experiencing any of the
Exactly.
benefits anymore. It's noticeable immediately.
Nice. Okay. Um, Now the emotional benefits, and there's of course a lot of them, and one is it releases the inner child and brings joy, which is true. Creates mood boost, and then the one that I want to ask you about is it promotes emotional intelligence. And I mean, I like that one. I want just can you explain to me what you mean? How does that work, and how do you see the difference?
Yes. So laughter teaches you to own your emotions, and not let your emotions own you. Especially during these laughter exercises. Typically, as adults, we're relying on things to laugh. We rely on sense of humor. We rely on a reason. We rely on happiness or satisfaction in life in order to laugh. When you're laughing in a laughter yoga session and practicing laughter exercises, what it does is initially it is very uncomfortable for many people because we typically rely on things to laugh. However, when you're laughing in a laughter yoga session doing these laughter exercises, because
Right.
we're not relying on humor, jokes, or comedy,
Exactly.
you're
Yes.
choosing to laugh and you may feel uncomfortable. However, when you're experiencing stress, are you comfortable? No. You're
No.
experiencing fear, you're comfortable? No.
No.
That
Exactly.
all of these life experiences when we're uncomfortable, we don't feel like laughing. We feel like we can't laugh. But
We feel like going into that emotion. We feel like being sad or upset or whatever,
yes,
anxious, and that's a normal human thing. And I think that I'm getting this now. I'm thinking that if we just consciously, like, just say you say, okay, I'm going to consciously just use laughter as a form of coping. I love that, and
yes,
that's a really really good way to look at things, or to even start on your journey to coping with anything. Could be anger issues, could be anything. Um, One last question I had to ask you about the effects, and then I'm going to go into the movements. Mental. So the mental benefits promotes creativity and provides right brain exercises, which is I could see that increases your focus and it boosts your confidence. And so, how do you think it boosts your confidence? And if you, I want you to hear your answer to that. Yeah,
who Ali?
Ali. Yes. So sorry, I didn't want to say the wrong name.
You said, how does it boost your confidence?
Yeah. How have you found it has boosted your confidence, or maybe your wife's confidence, or anything
Yes,
like that?
yes,
Okay.
definitely. While we're performing this, you have to be vulnerable. And when laughing for no reason in front of strangers, there's a certain level of confidence that you have to just do this. Every time we laugh in front of people, it's like the first time because you're laughing in front of strangers that have not laughed before. So
So
there's a certain level of fear that you have to get over. And to do it over and over again, you have to
yes,
start to build up your own confidence.
that is that's incredible. Like I never thought of it that way. And I mean, I was about to ask you a ridiculous question. Do you just spontaneously just break out in a laugh when you're at a restaurant and people look at you like, "What's going on with those two?" Do you do that, or is it just for when you need it?
No,
When we earlier in our laughter yoga journey, we did laugh, practice laughing daily just to get used to it in our daily routine. But now, no, not.
it's
Okay,
second nature.
I get it.
It's really easy.
Oh, I'm sure it sounds like it's very easy, and I'm definitely going to be looking up, how I can do that. I mean, because I teach yoga, I can probably try to incorporate that. I guess you can sort of like think of it as breath work. So, how do you do the breath work and the movements with combining it with laughter in the yoga session?
So there's laughter exercises, and the breath work is just the deep pranayama breaths. So we do a series of laughter exercises, and then we do deep breathing exercises.
I see.
Yeah, so there's no like actual poses or anything in this type
I
of
see.
yoga. It's just the laughter exercises. There is some movement.
Some stretching, some clapping, moving around.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
Because when you're clapping, you're stimulating the acupressure points in the palms of your hands
Yes.
and your fingertips.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
can
then
see
the
that.
motion creates emotion. So when we're
Okay.
clapping, we say, very good, very
Very
good,
good.
yay! Your, your,
Oh,
your
so can
motion creates the emotion.
absolutely. You know what? I think I want a little session right now. And maybe we
Okay.
can
Okay.
have the audience. If you're watching this, if you want to participate, let's do like give me a 2 minute session, laughing yoga session. And let's see how we can do this.
Okay. Well,
Greeting.
yeah, we'll start with greeting. This is the greeting laughter exercise. In greeting laughter exercise, we're going to greet each other by
Okay.
stating our first name. And in the laughter yoga session, we're laughing with each other, not at each other. We're going to
Okay.
remain having eye contact with our audio video on, of course. And we're just going to laugh with each other after we introduce ourselves by first name. And then we're going to say our favorite color. And then we're going to laugh together, okay? So
Okay.
I'll begin. Hi, I'm Lauren. And my favorite color is purple.
Hi, I'm Alik. And my favorite color is green. Very good, very good.
Yay! Next.
Wow. Hi, my name is Maxine. And my favorite color is pink. What else am I saying?
Very
Very
good,
good, very good. Yay!
All right.
Oh. So, okay. So this is a community, like a room in a safe space where everybody's at, and you go around in a circle and everybody introduces themselves. And I can just see how this can create that feel good, the cortisol release, because at this point you're hearing everybody's laugh and it's different, and you're doing the same thing. So then you become you connect because
Connected.
nobody's doing anything different, right? I like that. Oh my goodness. This is really cool. So,
Yeah. And we connect with each other because we all laugh
yes,
in the same language. So,
exactly.
it helps
Laughter is,
people to connect.
yeah. So, okay. So, I've seen on your Instagram, there are couples who would say it's changed their lives, and then you've told me how it's changed yours. For an individual who may be going through a challenging time, especially now with COVID, how is that helping individuals? Are they more confident? Is it changing things based on your clients?
It grounds the participants in the present moment. We've had people that have just lost their jobs, people that are grieving a loss, and
Right.
Depression. We had people that were very anxious. We've had people that had insomnia. And we get to hold sessions for people all across the world because we're doing it virtually now. And it's been amazing the responses that we get because, yes, like Ali said, laughter empowers you to be in the present moment. You can't be anxious and laughing. You can't be fearful and laughing. So it really is so powerful. It's simple, but powerful.
Oh,
And
absolutely. I
yeah,
I found that little session that we did was I felt, well, first of all, I felt connected with you guys. Um it was like a certain inhibition was released from being that, hi, my name is so and so, and then we just leave it at that, right? I think that the breaking it up with a laugh was actually a nice way to get comfortable and be somewhat like loosen up a little bit. So I really like that. That's a really cool idea. Um, who are you? What kind of people come to you mostly? What kind of clients do you get?
We get adults, children, we get groups, we get corporate, we get workplaces, we get people that are celebrating an occasion, whether it be a holiday, birthdays. We get
Oh, okay.
uh, we get people that are grieving loss, for comfort with loss. We've done people for after like a repast. We've done those type of sessions. We've done um, all ages, all
Right,
abilities. We've done even senior homes.
right,
So it's very wide, the demographic, because of the fact that this type of yoga can be done for all ages, all abilities. And we find that it connects people and families together too. It's a great
absolutely.
family exercise routine.
We've done it for families that are across the world that haven't seen each other, especially since COVID. Some people haven't been traveling. So they can link them all together and do a session together and get to really be in touch all at once for one same reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So are
We,
you doing the, so you are you doing it all online right now, or are you
Yes.
okay. So
yes,
but before that, were you having it in a session
yeah,
Yes.
we
in
were
a
only
studio
doing it in person before.
Before COVID, we only did it in person.
at studio or one on
Um,
one?
in different places, from corporate, or we would do it in.
Rehabilitation centers, wherever we were requested. We were like mobile, like wherever we were requested, we would go. And yeah, so it's been amazing because now we're getting to share laughter yoga with people all over because we're doing it virtually now.
We
Right.
laugh with more people now than we did in the past because now, since it's virtual, you can laugh in a room with people from all across the globe in one room, bridging
Right.
languages, cultures, and customs.
Mhm.
Amazing. And you're based out in Chicago, is that where you are?
No,
Or
we're
what
in New Jersey.
Chicago? Jersey, right?
Yeah, New
Yes.
Jersey.
Sorry, yeah, Jersey. Nice, nice. Well, I mean, hopefully, when this whole thing, when the world opens up, you never know. You could come to Toronto and do one in the park. Laughter in the park.
Yeah,
Be wonderful.
we have done it too in the park. It's been amazing. Yeah.
That sounds like a really cool event to have. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Okay, I like this, and thank you guys so much for agreeing to have me interview. Like I said, I thought it was a very interesting way, and I've heard of laughter as a form of therapy before, but to have it in this format and as a yoga format, I thought it'd be interesting to come on here to uh, just share what you do, and hopefully this will be something that someone can find that may be useful to them to help them cope in any way, shape, or form. So I want to thank you guys, and before we go, if you could just tell us how to reach you, if anybody wants to find you guys, even book an online session, and the producers have put your information up. So it's the laughinglovebugs.com, and your Instagram page is laughinglovebugs. So if anybody's watching, please follow them, connect with them, so that you can get your laugh on. I like that. Just get your laugh on. But this is great. Thank you guys so much. And
Thank you. Thank you for
so,
inviting us and having us.
oh, you're so welcome. I just have one more question. Like, what would you recommend to anybody who is hesitating on this laughing to do a laughing yoga session?
Laughter is a choice, and
Yes,
it is a powerful choice. It's a simple one, but powerful one. There's
absolutely.
no wrong way to do it.
It's a
The
choice.
only, yeah, and it is a choice. It's a powerful choice that can improve your mental, emotional, and physical health. So
I love
give
it.
yourself a laugh. Take the time to laugh. Try laughter in your daily life.
Right.
Don't wait on the reason.
Choose the reason. Choose the moment.
Absolutely. I love it. Thank you so much again for being on the show. And thank you to the audience who've been watching. And I hope you stay well. And then we'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.
Tonight.
Good night.
Night.